Imagine a world where Cristiano Ronaldo never walked away from Manchester United, a timeline where the red half of Manchester never lost its global icon, and the balance of power in English football may have shifted forever, because when Ronaldo returned in 2021, the hype was massive. The goals came quickly and Old Trafford felt alive again. But what if instead of chaos, dressing room tension, and an explosive exit, the club rebuilt completely around him with a clear tactical vision, a stronger midfield, and a manager brave enough to maximize his elite movement inside the box? In this alternate story, United stabilize early, Ronaldo becomes the face of a disciplined transition era. Young stars like Rashford and Garnacho grow beside a ruthless mentor, and suddenly the mentality inside the club transforms from uncertainty into relentless ambition. Now picture those tight title races where Manchester City dominated through precision and Liverpool ruled through intensity. Imagine United consistently pushing them week after week, Ronaldo delivering clutch late winners against top six rivals, Old Trafford turning into a fortress again, and the psychological impact spreading across the league because every defender knows one mistake equals punishment. The commercial power skyrockets, elite signings become easier. Champions League nights regain their fear factor, and fans around the world reconnect with a United that feels powerful rather than nostalgic, while Pep Guardiola's City still plays beautiful football, and Klopp's Liverpool still presses like a storm. They no longer cruise uncontested because United are always lurking just a few points behind, creating a three-headed title war that defines the Premier League era and forces tactical evolution everywhere. Maybe City win fewer titles. Maybe Liverpool's golden period feels shorter. Or maybe the competition makes them even stronger, raising the league's overall level to something we have never seen before. Now pause for a second and tell me your honest opinion in the comments. Do you think Ronaldo staying would actually stop City and Liverpool from ruling, or would modern football trends still favor their systems? I genuinely want to read your takes and debates because this is one of football's biggest what-if stories, and if you're enjoying this alternate timeline, smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel so you never miss deep football stories and bold debates like this, because your support helps this channel grow and bring more high-quality football content every week. Now back to the story, because Ronaldo's influence goes beyond goals. He changes standards in training, demands accountability, and keeps younger players mentally sharp, which could mean fewer inconsistent performances, fewer embarrassing defeats, and more resilience in big matches. Imagine a Champions League run where United, powered by Ronaldo's experience, make a deep push, forcing City and Liverpool to fight harder on multiple fronts, creating fatigue injuries and dropped points across the season. And suddenly the Premier League table looks very different. Pundits start talking about a new rivalry era. Fans debate endlessly about whether United's revival was built on legacy leadership or smart long-term planning, and the GOAT debate heats up again as Ronaldo continues scoring crucial goals deep into his late 30s, proving longevity at the highest level, while inspiring a generation of forwards to adapt their game intelligence rather than rely only on pace and physicality. Sponsors flood the club. Global tours become massive events, and Old Trafford feels like the center of football culture once more, but challenges still exist. Critics question whether the team becomes too dependent on one superstar. Managers must evolve tactics to keep the squad balanced, and rivals constantly analyze weaknesses, trying to expose transitions or defensive gaps. Yet every time pressure builds, Ronaldo steps up, delivering moments that remind everyone why mentality monsters change history. And by the time we reach 2026, the Premier League narrative is no longer just about City's machine, like dominance, or Liverpool's intense legacy, but about a fierce three-way power struggle where every title race goes down to the final weeks. Fans around the world stay glued to screens because no outcome feels certain, and football becomes even more dramatic, unpredictable, and globally loved. So would City and Liverpool still rule? Maybe sometimes, yes, because their systems were incredibly strong. But the difference is, they would never rule comfortably. They would always feel united, breathing down their necks, pushed by a relentless Cristiano Ronaldo who refused to fade quietly into history, and that constant pressure might have changed trophies, transfers, and even the emotional landscape of modern football forever. Before you leave, I want you to imagine one more unbelievable twist in football history. Because what if Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just stay at Manchester United and reshape club football, but also went on to win the 2026 World Cup with Portugal, A moment that would completely redefine his legacy, and possibly the entire GOAT debate picture, this Ronaldo entering the tournament with something to prove, critics saying age has finally caught up with him, doubters claiming the new generation has taken over, yet match after match he delivers, not by running past everyone like his younger days, but through elite positioning, leadership, and ruthless finishing, guiding a balanced Portuguese squad filled with young energy and experienced warriors through tense knockout games. Imagine a dramatic quarterfinal where he scores a late header, a semi-final where he inspires a comeback with pure mentality, and then the final, a global stage where millions expect a fairy tale ending but don't truly believe it. Will happen until the final whistle blows, and Ronaldo lifts the World Cup trophy, tears in his eyes, teammates celebrating around him, and fans across the world witnessing one of football's most emotional endings. Suddenly, every debate changes. Every record feels heavier. Every young player grows up hearing stories about resilience, longevity, and belief. And back at Manchester United, his status becomes almost mythical. A World Cup winning legend, still leading a historic club, turning every match into a global event. Sponsors, fans, and media pushing his influence to unmatched levels, and the Premier League narrative shifting again, because now opponents are not just facing a club icon, but a reigning world champion whose confidence is unstoppable. Pundits begin to ask whether this is the greatest late career transformation ever seen in sport, while supporters argue endlessly about how one final international trophy reshapes decades of comparisons with other legends, and the emotional connection between Ronaldo and football fans becomes deeper than ever, as people remember not just his goals, but his refusal to give up even when the world doubted him. So now I want you to pause and really think about it. If Ronaldo had stayed at United and then completed football by winning the 2026 World Cup, would that make his story the most powerful legacy the sport has ever witnessed? Or would debates still rage forever because football fans never truly agree? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let the debate explode, because this is the kind of alternate history that keeps the beautiful game alive long after the final whistle. Now, before you go, make sure you check out the next video on this channel where we break down another massive football what-if scenario that could completely change how you see the modern game. Click it right now and keep the football debate alive.